We have one-on-one interviews with the parent and the child when they first, actually before they arrive. And if I don't have their transition statement, I speak to the parents and let them know that these transition statements are really important to me, and they're very useful to ensure that their child is learning. I'm best catering for that. So I really promote the transition statements in that one-on-one interview. So if they were a bit iffy about giving me the information because there was something they didn't want me to know, that really helps them feel at ease, I guess, and feel like I'm not getting it to pry into their world. I actually want it because it's really useful.
So the transition statements that we've used so far, we use them to put our classes together. So some of them we were able to get early enough to be able to work out what classes different children should go into. We've also used them to work out the individual needs of particular children that we have coming.
Something that happened last year was we looked at the transition statements, and there was 4 students with high need behaviour support. So we wanted to ensure that each teacher had just one of those students, so they didn't have all 4 students in their class.
Because that is the best way to support them. So the children were getting what they need, but also we weren't placing extra undue stress on teachers.
A student that I actually read about on a transition statement, he actually speaks English at home. He's an ESL student, but when I read his transition statement, his teacher said he had never actually spoken to the teachers. So I knew straight away that he was someone that I was going to have to work on really well. I got some visual cues ready already for him, so I could show him the visual cues and I could get to know him. And that's worked really well in our class, and I felt that information has really helped him feel more comfortable in our class. So I read his transition statement and I saw that he was interested in Spider-Man. So I made sure that I got a Spider-Man costume and I popped it in the dress-up area, and also got a Spider-Man game. And when he did arrive, he did have some separation issues still, but I was already prepared. So I got the Spider-Man game out and we started playing the Spider-Man game. We said goodbye to Mum. Even though there was some separation issues, he was still comfortable in sitting down and starting an activity with me, which made the transition into prep much easier.
I think too, another part of the transition statement that I really like is some of the ones that we've received has a front page where the parents have actually made a comment on how they think their child will settle into prep. Also, the child has made a comment on coming into prep. I really liked that because it's given more information before we've met the child and before we've met the families to strike up those conversations and to help build those relationships. So I think that's been a really lovely thing as well with the transition statements.